Welcome to another live episode of Bobby J and Wise El Jefe. I am WIZE,
And I am Poppy J.
and we're here on the BS3 network. It's on the Roku network, Roku channel. Go to the Roku channel, look up BS3 network, download it, check us out every Friday night, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern time. And let's just jump right into it. We spoke on this man last week. It was last week. It was over his white lives matter shirt, and this week is because of an interesting text message exchange between him and Diddy.
Interesting.
So,
It's a good word.
so I guess Diddy said something about, well, he did on the Breakfast Club. He mentioned something about Ye's decision to wear the shirt or whatever. And I guess him and Kanye had an exchange. You read the messages, did you?
I listened to somebody read it. I didn't
Okay.
read it.
So you listened to Joe Budden read the messages.
Yeah, I did.
Let's give Joe Budden the credit because he read out the messages. What did you think about it?
I think that Kanye is bugging. I I'm this either a way to like when people use social media and Texas as a weapon or as a way to entrapment, as a form of entrapment. It's just it's just petty when especially when it comes from billionaires. And it ain't puffy. Really, it's just this dude is bugging. I don't
Well,
want to keep
I
saying his
was
name. Like he's bugging. Like
I was watching some of his interview with I think it was Gail. I don't know who it was. Anyway, I was watching his interview, and to me, it's crazy because this man can be ruthless, right? When it comes to certain things, and yet he wants to say that like it's in the name of God. And to me, that's kind of, it's just like you can't do the things. Yeah, I get it. Everybody's flawed and everything, but how can you do the things that you're doing and still want to revoke, like put it, like say it's God's doing that. You're doing God's will, like will.
whatever he's doing is wildly confusing. And if he's trying to be some type of leader and he's trying to lead people, then he has to be way more clearer than what he's doing. These antics don't show nothing of leadership. It shows a lot of selfishness. It
And that's what he
shows
tried to say in the interview. He tried to say that he's a leader. This is what he does. He doesn't. He's not following the the blueprint they have for him. He has his own blueprint, and that's cool. That's all right. I can understand that.
I could definitely understand that. If that was the case, then you're still not supposed to move the way you move it as a leader.
Not acting the way you're supposed to act. And no,
That's what I mean, Bob. When I say it there, like you, a leader should at least be able to teach other people how to lead, which means you have to lead in a manner where you thinking of the people that's following you. I
and
don't think that he's leading with the
no,
thought of the people
he
that's
thinks
following him.
he thinks that since people buy his stuff, people listen to his music, that that's being a leader. That leading, like having a following so huge that yes, you're a billionaire. Yes. But
That's why I say
what are you really doing? Okay, he has his down to schools, whatever, and all that. But what are you really doing? Like, what are you really doing with the theatrics that you're doing? Or you're not really helping the community. You're not helping anyone because you because people think you're nuts, and I get it. And then he talks about how mental health now is being used as weapon by the media because when they talk about him, they want to talk about his mental health stability.
I mean, that's only his fault. This is what I'm saying when people want you to feel bad for their bad choices. Like we talked about last time. Like this is your choice. You chose to wild out. You chose to be Sunday services and then go and threaten dudes on Instagram and Twitter and all that. You are the one portraying yourself as a person that's on the fence of doing God's work and doing the devil's work. Like that's it. That's how I look at it. I don't really have. I don't. I mean, I only could go from what is presented, and what is the evidence presented says he's on the fence. He could be a bad guy, and then he could be a God guy, and that is not leadership. That's no way you can even call these people. And the way people are handing out this leader word is scary.
And it's crazy that they're giving it to entertainers because they make it's like they equate money
To
with
leader,
being leadership with
I
leadership.
say this. I say this. Cool. You're not seeing the plans that they had for you all the way through. But you saw it, you enjoyed it, you played the game, and then now if you're ready to go and say you're going to flip on them and you're going to expose them, then you got to talk to us. And you got to tell us that what's going on. This whole NDA and tell us a little bit, and we supposed to just hang on that. This is poor leadership, man. These are the people that should not even be entitled to be called leaders, man. And when
But
people realize
they
that,
again, the way society is right now, the black leaders are entertainers, athletes,
well, I don't.
musicians.
That's why I remove myself from society, and I don't subscribe to that. Like I don't know who
I'm
leaders
just
is.
saying
I'm
that's what that this is how this is who they perceive as our leaders.
well. Don't worry about it, cause I ain't gonna lie to no kids. And I ain't gonna tell them that none of these. If they ever talk to me about leaders, I will explain to them why these guys are not leaders. They're rich. They influencers, not leaders. No, I'm sorry. They could
So
be trailblazers. They could be trailblazers. They could opened up a new door. You're a trailblazer. I give you that. Not a leader. Trailblazers is just people that do shit for themselves, and when you see the path that they took,
you follow.
it awakens you to another
I
way.
think a leader is someone who helps people get to where he's at. A good leader, a good leader builds people up, gets them up to his
Not
level.
exploits them.
No,
Selling merch at like $1 million.
and
I'm
that
just saying, like I'm
oh no,
saying, there's ways to make things more affordable if you're trying to help you uplift the people in the community. Not make your shit $1,000 so now the moms got to work hard.
that's why I kind of respect Steph Marbury when he made the $20 kicks.
Shaq made the 39.99 ones.
I'm saying so for they
What
made
was it?
sure
Al something. Al Harrington made a pair. I had those when I was away on vacation.
we was away on vacation. All right,
Yeah,
all right.
but
That's what you use.
yeah, vacation.
Okay,
It was
all right.
not the most exclusive. It was like a 1 star vacation,
It was a 1 star resort,
half star, half a
half
star,
star, but it was all inclusive though.
all inclusive.
All
Yeah,
inclusive.
all inclusive.
All right, so let's just take a quick break, right quick, and we'll come back with a little Brett Favre note.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations.
And we're back. All right, so Brett Favre has released a statement. So so Brett Favre said that the media has made him to be a villain, that they have basically smeared his name, saying that he stole money from welfare recipients. He comes out and says he did not steal money from the welfare. No one told him this money was from welfare recipients. All he was trying to do was trying to help his alma mater, which is a state-ran school, receive a wellness center, and that's it. Like he said he didn't know that this was money coming from welfare recipients.
And this is why I say I want to see him in handcuffs. There's no way that them Texans didn't.
We read
listen,
you read the text.
Listen,
you read the text.
The whole world read the text and heard it and watched it on ESPN. Dude, there's no way you knew that money was coming from anything good if you're over there asking, can they pay you without the media finding out? That's a conspiracy, period. You are part of this whole fiasco. You can't pick and choose what part you want us to like. The whole thing is a conspiracy to defraud the state of Mississippi of millions of dollars. You could say it was only 5. Your text could make it look like it was only 5, but there was $77 million a part of this scandal. And even if you only got 5, you part of the scandal. So yeah, you could, there's no way you could say you ain't know. Nothing. I read the texts. You was putting pressure on them. They told you no. And you went back and texted them like, yo, figure it out. Come on.
But it's the
He's
media.
disrespectful,
but this is what this is. So the media is gonna listen. The media. We all know the media makes up.
I didn't want to hear him talk. I just wanted to see him in cuffs, man. He didn't have to talk. It pissed me off. I didn't even know until just now. This is fresh news. I didn't know this until why I said it. And I'm telling you, he needs to just get handcuffed wherever he's at on site.
I told you I don't think
the citizens of Mississippi should arrest his ass.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I told you that I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't believe.
And if it don't happen, then, well, I mean, for me, it's not new. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I don't think nothing's gonna happen. As much as I keep saying I want stuff to go in handcuffs. Yeah. For him speaking like that, he's saying that everybody's
the media smearing his
name.
He's
saying that the people who watch the media are idiots. No, he's saying the people who's watching the media are idiots. Because all of us came to the same conclusion. It wasn't like somebody
Listen,
told
I
us
think
what he said. He
maybe listen,
texted.
maybe the media made up those text messages.
He didn't say that. See, if he wanted to fight hard, then he
I'm
would have
just I'm
started
just
with
I'm just
those
trying to
Texas
give
is
him the
fake.
benefit of the doubt.
Now, them Texas is real, and so is them people that already copped out that's going to tell on him. So he better stop
So
playing.
so
I give him conspiracy 101. You're going down. You're going down.
but I don't think he's going to jail. I don't think he's going to serve any time. I don't think
he's going down.
somebody's
He got
gonna
the money.
somebody he knows is gonna help him out.
The alma maters is going to pay the fine. They're going to help him raise the money by selling his jersey.
Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have a Brett Favre night every other month.
Yo, listen, man. Oh my God, the disrespect in this world is insane, man. This is why I say I'm losing faith in humans.
So
I'm telling you, man.
All right, so oh man,
that's crazy. All these rich people are bugging, and then they try to make a big thing about poor people bugging. Poor people should be bugging, but these rich people are just bugging. They're just bugging. Yo. They are, man. That's what Tony Yale said, man. He said, "Yo, if you're rich, you don't get in trouble. Then when you're rich, you don't get in trouble. Your trouble is not the trouble of the poor." And that's sad. Because if you're rich, you should get in 10 for stealing from the poor. You should get, but they've been stealing from the poor.
This is nothing new. This is not.
Yeah, he just got caught. So I get it, man. He ain't gonna. I get it.
He's not gonna. He's not gonna.
I would like to see him in handcuffs, though. Just
it would be nice. It would be nice.
It would be nice. A picture
it would be
of
nice.
Handcuffs. Yeah, or a mug shot.
Because you took from the poor, you took from welfare, and now because everybody got busted, like you don't know. I didn't do nothing.
He's not gonna cop out because then they're gonna remove him from the Hall of Fame.
They're not gonna remove him from the Hall of Fame.
If he cop out and say he stole from the poor, they will be the first. He will be the first to get removed from the Hall of Fame.
I don't think so,
dude.
I don't think so.
Taking steroids ain't even that bad. Taking steroids is not that bad.
No, because you're only hurting yourself.
All right. So
whereas this millions of dollars he took,
yeah, there's mad families. There's mad little babies that couldn't eat. There was mad babies that couldn't eat. You can't say that they couldn't eat. They would probably got malnutritious. They probably have to go to the doctor. And that is an effect of $77 million just disappearing from the poorest state.
But he only got $5 million.
I don't care, man. I tell that to the judge. Tell that to somebody when they get arrested in somebody's car and the person that got the drugs in the car. Tell them that the other 5 ain't part of this.
So if there's 7, so you're saying like, so you and your partner in a car, 5 is his, 2 is yours. You just gonna cop to your 2?
Nobody does that.
I'm
it's
just saying,
all of ours.
That's what he's doing, though, right? That's what he's trying to do.
He's trying to cop to his 2.
He's just trying to cop to his 5.
Already tell him. The already people told like, yo, that's ours. I ain't gotta tell the police how much of it is ours. It don't matter because we going down together. It's ours. It's ours.
All 77 million. All he had a part of all 77 million.
But that lady and her son that copped out first, and then the ex-governor that's going to cop out, they are going to sign the paper that says, I'm willing to testify that everything that y'all read on ESPN from Texas is true. And that's it. That's all they got to do is just admit that. What Brett Favre gonna do? There's people sitting there saying, yeah, the mayor and the lady that scandaled this shit is both saying, you knew.
All right, so he knew. He knew.
Yeah, he knew. And he just don't know the fan routine. But I'm just telling him that them people told that lady and her son copped out fast. Like, yo, listen, taking a deal, me and my son. What kind of deal can you take if you ain't telling? When it comes to feds, what kind of deal are you taking that don't require you telling?
This is true.
And I only got 3 conspirators, and my other conspirator is telling too. Who's the one sitting here talking about he ain't know, and the media is trying to defame him, like play a bad picture. No, the picture is painted. That's why I just waiting for the handcuffs. But if he dodged the handcuffs, then he's a bad man. And I just know, I mean, it is what it is. It won't be the first, it won't be the last. I mean, people are dodging videos. Everybody's dodging. All these rich people dodge shit that minorities can't dodge. I'm just saying. Minorities don't dodge like this, man. It's like they dodge raindrops.
They
You
dodge
know you're gonna get
something.
wet. And these dudes like just start dodging raindrops, and we forget about it because they rich. This country is being bought. Everybody has a price now, and it's scary because now you don't know what the price is. You be standing anywhere in the grocery store. Everyone has a price to do anything at any time, and that's bad. That's a weird. That's a.
And that's what. So
that's scary.
So I'm gonna mention his name, Andrew Tate. He's been banned all over the place, and that's what he was talking about. He's like, yo, this system is designed for the rich to get rich and the poor to get poor. He said it's a game, and he says I'm willing to talk about it. Nobody else is willing to talk about it because they know. He says I can't get canceled. He said they can't cancel me. He lives in Romania. He's surrounded by bodyguards. He's like, nah, man, I'm not. They not canceling me. He says I don't invest in the market and all that stuff because they control all that.
Listen, but this ain't nothing new. It's just how you relate a message and how many people follow you. Because you
he's
could
brutally
say,
honest. He's brutally honest.
And you could say whatever, but until the numbers show that there's a lot of people following you, that's when
there's a lot of people following.
That's the risk for anybody. Podcast.
He's got a lot of young men.
If you ain't doing something clowny, or if it ain't like some type of workshop or what's the certificate everybody has, like a coach. If you ain't doing that, man, and you gotta be, and you talking real could get you in trouble. Talking real could get you in a lot of trouble. But you gotta not care. Like I don't care. I'm not here to fight with people. So some of my theories I keep to myself, not because I'm scared to say. It's a fight. What is the fight for? What am I looking for?
What's the argument?
What for me to say everything just so that people know? Like, I'm not doing nothing for a click like that. But like that's what gets disappointing about some leaders, some of these people that they call leaders, because you got to move swift, you got to move smart. You can't lead the cattle to slaughter. And some of these people are leading the cattle to slaughter. And this is bad.
And this is the thing. This is what I'm talking about. It's like you're selling these people a dream of a lifestyle that you are able to live, but you're not showing them how they can achieve that. You're just showing them like, oh, this is what it is, but you're not showing them the steps. You're not.
Because everybody is just alike. He's trying to get his likes up. Even when he even when he makes terrible, just you could call it. I'm not blaming nothing on mental health. We all lose parents. We all lose loved ones. We all lose relationships. We all do this. We all got mental health. We all struggle. We all could use that. We could all say that. There's some people that really have mental health issues. And this is not, I'm so removed from everybody just thinking a bad choice means you have mental health issues. Or a blackout means you have mental health issues. There's people with day-to-day mental health issues all day, 24 hours. They don't get to make $1 million and then come back, do something. And then it's like, I'm going to just chill because I could go far with it. This is what I mean when I say I save myself from fights I don't really want. Like, I don't even want that type of attention, but come on. That's why I say you lose faith in people because everybody's just looking for excuse or something to blame for their poor decisions as adults, and then expect kids to do what? Make brilliant decisions when you just keep having an excuse for all your poor decisions. Yeah, kids ain't gonna respect no OGs, no elders when y'all just making blatant poor decisions. and blaming it on somebody. So yeah, I don't know. I just know people are bugging. Everybody's bugging, and I'm gonna speak what I gotta speak. I'm gonna say what I gotta say when I need to say it. I'll be back to talking real soon. It's just figuring it, go crossing some T's and dotting some I's. Then I could share my thing. Maybe just on Patreon. Go bananas and really say what I think. But for this show and these viewers, I'm just telling you, it's hard. If you think it's hard for you as an adult, imagine a child these days. They are lost.
And that was something me and somebody was talking. We were talking about the education system, and it was already horrible. Like our education system already sucked. So with the pandemic and kids being separated for almost 2 years, it's already delayed. Now it's delayed them even more. I'm saying let's speak the truth. The schools are basically there to program our children. It
And
wants
daycares. They daycares for people that work 9 to 5s.
and to program the children into turning them into consumers. They're not
Yeah.
teaching them anything that's really relevant in life. They're not teaching them how to invest. They're not teaching them about banking. They're not teaching them about anything. They're teaching them how to be consumers, how to go out and purchase stuff, how to go to college and pay and put yourself in debt so that when you get out of college, you can't even find a position in the field that you majored in.
They program you for 9 to 5s.
Yes.
Somebody has to pay taxes, and the rich don't pay it. So you go to school. If you go to the community schools, the regular schools, then you're going to get programmed to be able to stay up from these certain amount of hours and focus, which leads to you going to work and working 9 to 5 or whatever 8-hour shift. And that's your program. You're trained as a child.
Let's all right. So what would you say if you were to open a school? What kind of curriculum would you like to have? That's a good one. That's a good. Is that something you're gonna have to think about?
No. I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, penmanship. I think you should know how to sign your name. I don't care. I think that's something that everybody should know.
So you bring back cursive.
Of course, you can't erase history, everything, just so because you're going straight to laptops where it's just A, B, C. There is no script, so it's all programmed.
Well, you can write script. You can switch the.
If you're fancy, if you got everything, but if the average child is only going to be looking at a keyboard, they don't need to learn script. They already knew this whole online thing was coming to fruition, so they removed penmanship, this cursive.
Okay, so not a lot of people like to write. Not a lot of people write with pens. So,
like I said, if you program to not use pens, you program not to remember no phone numbers. You're programmed that because it's in your phone, and only you ain't remember everybody's number.
You remember your number growing up, like you. I still remember our number on Sheffield.
But then we didn't have the phone as in everybody's hand. So now all you do is hit the name. Nobody knows what to do if all this is they lost and the phone died. Who you gonna call? Even if somebody came to help you, you couldn't give up a number. Maybe one.
I wonder if that number's active. I wonder if that number's active.
Probably. They don't erase numbers. They just pass it on. So now you got. So yeah, I definitely want to teach everything. You want to teach carpentry. You want to teach things that's part of the world, that a field that they can actually get into and not have to go to college to be in debt. Like you don't have to prepare. Some people are born to go to college because they want to go and chase those dreams. Fine. Yes. But some people just need to get their high school education and learn some things. And everybody's not for school.
Learn the skill.
And you can learn that from same way you could teach a kid from young to play football, the same way you can teach a kid how to build a house.
From young to be a
there's a tip.
This is true. This is
true. So it's all a matter of giving them realistic things that they can get once they get out of school. They can apply for and be well knowledge in that field. Like you setting them up for the fields that they might end up in real life, not the field that you got. They still have their own dreams, and if they choose to pursue it, at least they got a chance to make some money in a good field on their way to whatever dream they chasing that might cost a little more. But you gotta give them real, like, there's a lot of things when you be teaching history, they're erasing everything, rewriting everything. So some of these classes is pointless. Like if you rewriting everything and you moving away, you taking out slavery. So now slavery is not in the history books. So it just looked like a bunch of insane black people that's angry for nothing because there's no slavery in the book, but it's still angry black people. So I mean, it's just a lot of games being played.
I understand that, but
a lot of games being played. So I would teach.
That's why it would.
And that is believe in yourself. Don't be a follower. These are the things how to teach kids and not how to overcome bullying. There's a strategy to that. There's a strategy to not being allowing nobody to bully you. That's something you have to teach a child. It's not just they walk into life and every kid's supposed to just be strong. You have to prepare them for that type of stuff. And this world is cold. So what do you do for the children? You prepare them for the world we in today, not the world that was there 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Not my world, not my childhood, the way I was growing up. And
it's different.
Because the freedom we had, we could go around the block and nobody was worried about getting shot.
Or getting kidnapped.
Yeah. So you figure in these times, you can't teach them. You could be you, give them some of the past, some of the knowledge and wisdom, but you got to remember where you at. And this is a world of technology, cyberbullying, a whole bunch of stuff that.
And I always talk about that. I always talk about when we were growing up. If you was getting bullied in school, you was just getting bullied in school, and then you come home, you get away from it. Like it's not like now where you're getting bullied on Facebook, you're getting bullied on Instagram, TikTok, you're getting bullied everywhere you look at because your phone has every single app and everything that somebody can get a hold of you. It's a different animal.
Yeah. But these parents are quick to like give a child a phone or a Android or something to keep them busy. And that's how they fall into that because there ain't enough parenting of making sure you know what they on and all that. Like no matter what you think they know better. No kid knows better. Every kid is ready to test the waters. So yeah, it's a different. It's you gotta be on. You gotta be here. You gotta be here with them. If you're not here with them, then they're gonna go do what they're gonna do. And kids are wild, man. We all did wild stuff as kids in every generation. Every generation had those kids. It was just a little more structured. People actually showed you felt that people cared enough to even tell on you and let your parents know. Like you just felt that energy.
That was something that's something we knew. Like there were times where you did things and you probably wasn't even in your neighborhood, but you were somewhere that somebody from your neighborhood saw you and you didn't see them. They would by the time you got home. Yeah, by the time you got home, your mother already knew you was, where were you at this time? And when they ask you that question, it's not because they really want to know where you were at, because they already know where you were at.
Got to bring it back. Some of the stuff you got to bring back, and at least act like the neighborhood community thing is gone. Like they just call these places communities. Neighbors don't talk.
Neighbors don't know
each other. Kids don't play with each other. It's not a community. It's not easy. It's just houses and humans, and just in the crib doing program shit. That's what's going on these days. So, like I said, you can't save everybody, and some people are always going to choose the blue pill and the red pill. Everybody's going to pick a pill. I ain't mad at what pill you pick. I'm just staying away from all of y'all. I'm staying away from everybody. I told you I'm going to the woods, man. I was at this nice place today.
I was ready up in the mountains.
13 acres, son. This dude had nothing around. It was just birds, tweet. All you heard was nature all day while I was painting his day. Like just nature. Not a car, not a horn, nothing.
Nice, peaceful, relaxing.
What? No humans. He was outside. He brought us coffee on a little tea kettle thing, like an old man. He's like 96 years old. Cool old man. He just, hey, you want some coffee?
Listen, we're gonna definitely get land.
Yeah,
we definitely gonna get land, build out studio on our land. We're gonna just have everything sustained right there, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a cemetery on there. I'm gonna make sure part of it is ready for a cemetery.
Like I understand why. I understand why. I'm
gonna be buried on my own land.
I know why you did it. I know why. I understand why. Okay. I listened to the Joe Budden episode when they talked about it. I understand the benefits of it. So yes, we can do that. We can, but it's got to be a little bit.
Nah, it'll be in the cut.
The back, man, somewhere like we can't really see.
No, it's gonna be like but I'll tell you. I ain't gonna say it yet. I got it in my head. Just chill. I can't say everything, man. I'm just chilling. Just chill, but
so all right. So I go into work today, and this dude who will remain nameless tries to go, "Oh, wise. So wise. What is so wise about you?" I go, well, a wise man knows that he doesn't know everything. And he just shut up. Like, okay. Like, dude, why? It's like, you get these people that they see you chasing with your dreams, whatever you're doing. And because they decided years ago that they weren't going to chase their dreams, and they're at a job that maybe they
sucks.
Maybe to them it sucks, yes.
Most of the people sucks.
But when they see you chasing your dreams, they gotta kind of like belittle you. And I just didn't feed into it.
I've been tested for like past 10 days. Tested like all types of tests. All of those people right there. They're dumb people. Just run into people that just think they can voice their opinion. Very testy. It's been a very testy week. I survived. No fights. Like, I'm home. I'm smiling. Look, all happy. Like, I survived. But boy, I was weak. It had me down to my knee. Like, yo, stop before I...
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. Man. We'll be back, man.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Jordan Alvarez, and it's caught. Deebo Samuel with the catch.
Michael Jordan consents.
The Fro just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
And we're back. All right, so where did we leave off at? What were we talking about?
Humans. Not important.
Okay, so yeah, you always get those people that want to make fun of you doing what you're doing, but I don't sweat that, man. I don't sweat what people are doing. Listen, enjoy what you're doing. It's just funny. I just find it funny that one day everybody's mad cool, and I guess once they see you progressing, that's when the hate start coming. That's when all the shades start coming.
I don't know, man. I don't even. I'll be more bothered by just people thinking they like I care for their opinion or about what I'm doing. That's to the point where I'm at. Like I don't really care. If you don't know, if you're not a part of the group, the inner circle that knows what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, at this very point in time in my life, I don't really care for your opinion on what you think I'm doing, and I really don't care to answer any questions regarding what I'm doing. Like I just don't. So I don't. People just don't mention anything I'm doing. It's now like I do the property maintenance. I still don't. When people, what am I doing? I'm grinding. What are you doing? Like that's it. Like I don't know what to tell you. We all grind different. Might not understand what you're doing and the route you're taking. So I don't voice my opinion on people's routes, and I'm not allowing nobody to voice their opinion on this.
And that's correct. Nah. And that's something I posted a reel on Instagram, and it was just me talking, just saying like we need to improve our self-talk, man. It's like we allow what other people say to us affect us. Like it's their opinion. It doesn't matter. It's their opinion. It's not fact. It's not who you are. It's not whatever they say you are. It's their opinion. But if you allow that to dictate how you feel about yourself, then I'm sorry. Then that's your fault because you allow these people's opinion to dictate what you want to do with your life.
Yeah, I pass. I pass, man. I told you it took a while for you people, for everybody to stop caring with people. It's not easy.
I wouldn't say that. It's not that I don't care about people. I just
Nah, I didn't mean
I
like
don't
that.
I don't I don't I don't waste time with the people that I don't I don't vibe with. Like
That's what I meant. I don't mean not care about people. I mean it takes a it takes a it's tough to try to when you used to like when the world you're programmed to care what other people think to get out of that. Like it's not easy. I can't blame people for caring what people like. I'm not gonna be insensitive to people just being, and that's just what it is. I'm saying there is a way to not care about what people think. It's just a lot of sacrifice.
yeah, and
You gotta sacrifice some of the things. Like once I stopped doing, and I never cared even with social media. I never was a social media person to care. Like it's not about likes. Sometimes I used to hate when people like stuff. Like when I post something that's like sad and people like it. I didn't understand it.
I guess they like the fact that you were sharing your emotions and your feelings.
I didn't ask for that. I was just sharing a moment.
Well,
I
that
didn't
was
mean.
just
I'm just saying. Sometimes you should not like everything. If you do like it, maybe you should reach out and say hi and see if I'm doing okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the like that I. That's a like. That's a like. A checkup, not just throw out. Like I mean, we all do it. That's why I just remove all that stuff. Now I don't ever be on there, so I don't have to like your stuff, and you don't have to like my stuff. I'm just sharing when you see something post on mine, and it ain't me. It's just a post. I mean, most of the time it's just music, like my zone. I just report to somebody what my zone is. They post it.
yeah. All right, so it was an interesting weekend in football this weekend. We're gonna touch on one of the things, because I think it all stems from the Tua situation.
Oh,
I
it
think
definitely does.
I think it all stems from the Tua situation. So there were two rough in the passer calls that were complete bullshit. Like Tom Brady's tackle sack was not a rough in the passer, but I think because of what happened to Tua, they called them.
Yeah, I think this definitely because of Tua, but I think it's more because they got caught putting him back out there, and it looks bad.
And then David Carr in Kansas City, they hit him. It was a legit hit.
Those were good.
It was a
Those,
legit
even
hit.
Tom Brady was good, man.
No,
Like
Tom
that was.
Brady's listen. The guy who sacked them is one of the best defensive linemen in football. So it's not like he got sacked by one of the scrubs. No, he got sacked by one of the best defensive linemen in
And
football.
he didn't land on him. He
He
jumped up.
he didn't. It was clean. It was a clean
Yeah.
tackle. It was a clean sack. It shouldn't
But
have.
that was the same thing with Tom Brady and the tuck rule.
So now
And
they're gonna
Tom
have
Brady
to
gets
go
them
back at
calls,
the end of
man.
the season. They're gonna go back and look at the rules because yes, you have to protect the quarterback, but come on now, you're 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 penalizing guys for tackling them the right way. He wasn't dirty. Football is a violent sport, so of course it's gonna look like it was violent. What did you expect them to do? Put two hand touch him and like that's it? So I didn't agree with those calls at all.
I mean, it is what it is, man. It's all about the dollar anyway. So, and they don't want to get sued.
But I'll let you celebrate because your boys pulled off a great win.
Who?
Your
I
Jets.
let you celebrate. Your boys is 4-1.
Yeah, but your Jets are 3-2.
Ain't 4-1.
It's 3-2. It's still over 500. They're gonna break. I'm telling you, we predicted 7. I said they were gonna
I
win more
told
than
you it's
8
gonna go
games.
over.
What? You said they're gonna go over 8 games.
Yeah.
You said the Jets are gonna go over 8 games.
Check the tape. I said the over and under was like 7.5. I said I would take the over.
All right.
I would take the over on them. I just didn't think that I knew this was going to be a season where it's like anybody's. Like you got your two. Now it's not like 5, 6 teams you knew was going to the playoffs. You got 2 or 3, and then everybody else is fair
Got a
game.
shot.
Yeah,
Everybody
so
got a shot.
I knew it was a lot of trades this last year. It was just a lot of movements of pieces, and I was just like, yeah, this is not going to look right. I knew that too many people left and went to other places. Everybody just assumed they was going to be like great. Everybody thought that Saquon was going to be trash. Everybody thought Lamar was going to be trash. Cooper Rush is shocking the world. Like
Yeah, but they're not winning. They're not winning.
Who?
The Rams.
I said not Cooper Rush, not
Oh,
Cooper
this
Kupp.
Cooper Cup. Yeah, true.
Nah, I ain't talking about the Rams. Everybody thought the Rams were going to be good, and they look like hot garbage. I told you the Vikings was going to look right. I told you to don't sleep on the Vikings.
But the Vikings, they like
4-1.
1 week. What? 1 week they look
4-1.
good. 1 week they look good, and then that week they looked horrible. That week
All
they
right,
lost.
and they 4-1, and y'all 4-1.
Yeah, nobody
expects
us to be 4-1.
And you got to put respect on both them teams. You got to put respect on it until they not 4-1. You got to put until that one turns to 2. All them teams got to be tread. You got to put respect on them. Y'all there with the Chiefs and the Bills, 4-1, and the Cowboys.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. The Jets is just the Jets are further ahead with these young guys than I expected. I will say that. The trajectory looks like maybe next year they be a fighting force to be reckoned with. Right now, it's just nice to see the young boys with the grit, with that New York grit.
Well, yeah, you're in second place right now. So
as long as we won that Miami one, because they're in the same division.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, guys?
So now y'all playing the Packers this week, right?
And the Packers better just lay down. Get down or lay down. We the real gang green. We don't do the Chiefs.
So you're picking the Jets to beat the Packers
for free, yeah.
No, I'm asking you, are the Jets going to beat the Packers?
What's the spread?
I don't know all that, man.
I think the Jets. I believe the Jets could take them down. I think the Jets is here to ruin mad people's dreams.
They're playing in Green Bay.
I don't care where we playing.
All right.
It's cold out there like it's cold out here. Like, it might be a little colder, but it ain't cold yet. So let's get this game out the way before it starts snowing. But Aaron Rodgers still need receivers, man. And until he get those receivers, we could beat them.
We play the Ravens. The Giants play the Ravens. I think Wink knows Lamar Jackson, and he's got the weakness for him. So
it's all about Saquon. And if y'all can stop Lamar
listen, the number 2 rushing attack is the New York Giants.
Listen, y'all just got to stop Lamar from running.
And the defense is pretty good.
Y'all got to just stop him from running and getting y'all with the okie doke on the run, but throw it. As long as y'all stay disciplined on defense, y'all could beat the Ravens.
Yeah, I think we can.
Because he's gonna put up numbers. So if y'all don't keep the defense on him, I don't think that y'all gonna keep up in numbers, man.
All right, so that's how I'm picking my Giants to win. He's picking his Jets to win.
Yeah, I'll pick my Jets against Aaron Rodgers and nobody. Yeah, I will. They got the running game, but so don't we.
All right.
I might buy a Jets hat.
You might buy a Jets hat?
Might.
Okay. All right. But that's it for today. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Poppy J and Wise El Jefe. We're on the BS3 network. I am
Check us out wherever you can find Stuck in My Mind podcast on all major platforms.
Yes, and YouTube as well. Check out Real Wise TV. Check out realwiseradio.com. And I don't got nothing else to say. What you got?
Peace.
Peace out.